Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Hello and welcome everybody to St. Francis versus Pikeville here at the show in Kingsport, Tennessee. Welcome back inside the booth here, Gary. Why have my blanket here all of a sudden? Gary Justice here with Matt Kibbe. I can tell you why we're blanking up here. We just had an absolute thriller of a game between Ave Maria and the University of the Cumberlands in a barn burner, 105-103, and now we get another big-time matchup, two teams fighting to get into the top 25.
Well, let's go back into the 10 o'clock game this morning when you get IU, Kokomo, and Campbellsville. That was a two-point game as well. His back-and-forth basketball all day long, and then you had Cumberland's and Ave Maria who played in 105-103 classic here, and then you have two quality programs here. St. Francis, Indiana, a quality team. The University of Pikeville Bears out of Pikeville, Kentucky. It should be a great ball game. Both these teams receiving votes in the national poll.
I'm also losing my mind because Michigan just somehow did the unthinkable and upset Ohio State in the shoe. So I'm going a little crazy up here. We didn't get a full chance to do our normal pregame. Only had about 10 minutes between games with a lot happening in between. But what we are lucky to have is a Pike team that has been really good all year long. They have won 2 games in a row. This is their first game here in Kingsport, but they are 8-1 on the year, 4-1 in the AAC.
Yeah, they picked up a big victory on Tuesday in Barberville, Kentucky, where they only scored 20 points in the first half and made some halftime adjust, trailing 28-20 at halftime in the AAC matchup, and they scored 52 in the second half. They made some nice adjustments. Coach Compton doing a great job leading this U-Pike program. Has some quality players in there. They're led by 3 juniors here, Kean Warwick, Bradley Bunting, and Kenny Cutler. All those 3 of those guys come in as freshmen together. They develop really nice job. Second season in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Very excited about what Coach Compton and his staff are doing with the Bears.
On the other side, St. Francis is coached by Trad Lacrosse. He's a graduate of Trine University back in 2001. It's his 15th season. In 2016, he was the coach of the year at the Division II level. Of course, back in 2020, the NAIA got rid of divisions. Now it's all one division here in the NAIA. But he has this team at a 9-1 record. This is also their first game here in Kingsport. He's done incredible things, and he has a team that he relies heavily on, good shooting.
So we're talking with Coach Compton here. I have a little bit of knowledge with the University of Pikeville. I'm a graduate from there. He used to be the voice of the U-Pike Bears. Coach Compton has been a part of the program since 2010. He's worked his way up from a student assistant to a graduate assistant to the assistant coach to the head coach as well. He thought his team was going to be one of the best shooting teams in the country. Turns out they're going to be one of the best defensive teams in the country. He was wondering, like, are we going to be able to stop anybody before the year? Now he's wondering sometimes, like, well, we're going to make a shot. but they're a very good team, 8-1 on the season.
We are ready to go. It is a crew from 2 games ago that is on the floor here. That is Chuck Evans, Sam Fitcher, and Chris Fuller are our officials today here late in this contest. This is our 4th game of the day, and it has been really nonstop action here. with now the Bears and the Cougars going at it, the Mountain Forest animals.
Yeah, Robert Fry did a nice job getting all the way to the bucket, unable to capitalize on the drive. The Cougars now inbounds from the baseline. On the floor for the Bears, you'll have Warwick, Walker, Looney, Bunch, and Cutler.
Another game here that the NAIA Hoop Report Twitter page, or X page, is watching closely. It was actually on the premier games to watch here that they post every weekend. It's because both of these teams are just on the outside of the top 25. Deep three ball here off the mark, and it almost went back in for Zane Burke.
This kid works with the basketball. He really do a nice job with the basketball. Very quick, hard to stay in front of.
Drive here from Bunch. Kiss off the glass, and that's our first bucket of the game.
Does a nice job. Junior from Big Stone Gap, went to Union High School. He's been named the AAC Offensive Player and the Defensive Player of the Week so far this year. It's going to be on Cutlip. Going to the bucket. It's going to send the sophomore to the line.
Apologize for a little bit of a delay here up in the booth as we figure out, but luckily we have the Hall of Famer here for the U-Pike Bears. Back in, when was it?
Well, so inducted in 2004. So, and it wasn't a sport of basketball, it was a sport of baseball. It's just definitely University of Pikeville has a special place in my heart. I graduated from there. My son graduated from University of Pikeville, and both been members of the U-Pike baseball program in the past. Very special university, as all these schools at the NAIA level is special to their communities.
A minute gone here. It's a 2-2 game, so don't worry about Gary Justice. He's going to call this game down the middle, but the bonus is we have a lot of background information about Pikeville here. There's a foul.
I'd say L.A. Walker does a nice job for the Bears, trying to get to the bucket there. He's been a streaky player so far for the Orange and Black. When he gets going, he's hard to stop. And Coach Sid Chris was talking to him between games. He really liked for L.A. to be a little bit more aggressive earlier in the ball games. Here, only a minute in the game, see him already attacking the bucket.
He's from Columbus, Ohio, the junior. First shot is good. It is a 3-2 game now. That's the first free throw for U-Pike. You know, I do like the shortened name here. You go from Pike. U-Pike just feels right.
Yeah, it's much easier to put on the uniform than Pikeville.
Second one off the mark. Rebound goes to St. Francis. The Cougars will bring it up. They rely heavily on their guard play here, and they're going to use it a lot. Move the ball around. Burke has it now, going over, down low, hanging on to it. Here's Fry the second. Fry goes up, gets it knocked away, but the foul will be called.
Yeah, this Cougars team is a very talented offensive team, very efficient on the offense as well, and they know how to guard. There's a reason why they're receiving votes in the national polls. Very well coached.
You know, Gary, I think it's important to mention here in the NAIA that both for the national tournament and the poll that comes out every 2 weeks, it's coaches. So it is amongst your peers to evaluate you as a team, and it says a lot even to just be on the receiving votes end, because it says these coaches, they believe in your team, and they think realistically it's a team that you're saying, I don't want to face that team at some point.
It's a sign of respect, of a vote out of respect, right?
Pikeville was the one team that was just on the outside. They received 59 votes. You needed 62 to crack the top 25. St. Francis, a little bit farther down, they received 3 votes in that top 25 coaches poll, but that says a lot still, because just gaining a vote means you've been a good team all year long. They just need that marquee win, and they might have it here today against U-Pike if they can figure out this offense down by 1.
Of course, both of these teams are wearing their road uniforms, but St. Francis is the home team.
That is right. Trying to extend their lead. Back up with Northern. That's Brendan Northern. Hook shot in, and it is 5-3. Or 6-3. What a move.
The junior from Sellersburg, Indiana. Nice job, control, getting all the way to the bucket. Nice soft touch as well. They play in their Crossroads League.
Winners of their last 5. Had a game against Taylor, Indiana. If you're, of course, familiar, that's Bradley Bunch who sent that one in, the junior. But Taylor the University that has their silent night game coming up. It's the one where you're silent. They bring in all the students, and on the 10th point, they all go crazy.
Bunch got 4. He averages 18 per ball game.
Back into the corner. 3 ball skims off the backside of the rim. It was Zane Burke. Here's a drive from Cutlet. Gets it back out to Warwicks. Warwicks crosses over, brings it out to the corner, and the 3 ball is off the mark. Going the other way here with USF. They try to drive, and it works out perfectly for Almdover.
The Cougars will they'll force you to stop the basketball. If you don't stop the basketball, they'll get all the way to the bucket and score.
You can see it looked like Luke wasn't even in full sprint there. Foul on the floor.
I had the opportunity at halftime of the first game of the day to talk to Bradley Bunch and Kenan Cutlip on a halftime interview. Both those guys, both juniors, 2 of the leaders on this for the Bears, and they even talked about trying to start faster after that slow start in Barberville on Tuesday night. Only scored 20 points in this first half on Tuesday. They said we had to start quicker.
Inbound play. Sent back here with Walker. Now Walker dishes it out to Bunch. Bunch will dish it over, and that is a nice assist there to get it to the big man, Cade Looney.
The transfer from Emory and Henry College did a nice job there. Bunch, very patient offensively. Looney did a nice job presenting himself for the pass.
There's a slam delivered by Isaiah Malone.
The sophomore did a nice job of pinning Looney on the block there. Spin move to the baseline, a 2-hand flush.
3-point lead, 10-7 our score. 4 minutes have gone by here in the first half of play. Another drive here from Walker. Walker kick out, brings it around the horn, all the way up to the top with Bunch. Bunch will think about pulling up from 3, doesn't. Instead gives it over to Cutlet. Now it's down low again with Looney. Looney reverse lay-in on the little spin move with the right.
Nice back-to-back bucket for Cade Looney, the graduate student from Grundy, Virginia.
Another drive out. Kick out to Burke. Burke gives it over to Almodovar. Almodovar drives, goes up, foul called. It's going to be offensive.
It's an unofficial stab, but Kean Warwick just drew the charge there. He's one of the league leaders in charges drawn. Small stature, but very big heart. He'll stay in there and take any kind of contact for his team. Stands at
5'7", hometown kid. This is game number 4 of 7 here in Conference Room B. That is on the line. It's a 2, but it's off the mark anyway. It rolls in and out. These rims have been unforgiving for teams all day long. Burke with it. Gives it over. Fry the second, pulls up mid-range jumper, in and out again. A little bit of a spinorama as Fry goes out, kicks it over. Really a nice kick out to find the likes of Isaiah Malone, who had to be ready for it.
That dude can be a problem. He can play some basketball.
3 ball off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to St. Francis. USF will bring it up. Almodovar with it. Goes to the far side with Hood, and it's going to be a little confusion there from the Cougars. It will go back to the Bears.
That's one of those zigzag situations, right? I thought you zig and you zag.
You know, talk about how St. Francis has won their last 5. Well, U-Pike has won 4 of their last 5.
They dropped a home contest, a conference matchup against the Reinhardt Eagles. Again, a slow start in the first half, kind of doomed in, unable to overcome that mountain in the second half.
Final was 85-79. Down low here, Bunch, kick out for 3, and that one just gonna fall to the side of the window with 14 minutes left.
Yeah, they need to find 32 in gray down here, Isaiah Malone.
Step back, put up, and it's good from Luke Almodovar.
Smooth looking player for the Cougars.
Is a sophomore too, so playing those big minutes here, younger on the younger side. Self rebound goes in, left lay in off the glass and in. That's L.A. Walker.
Walker has that ability to get easy buckets. Sometimes wants to settle for the outside jumper. Very talented shooter as well, but he has the ability to score at the bucket.
St. Francis, 4 of their last 5 from the field. 3-point lead. Kick out, 3 ball from the corner. Good for Zane Burke.
The Cougars, if you do not rotate defensively, they will make you pay. And the Bears late on those defensive rotations.
Bradley Bunch had it for a moment, then gives it over. Trying to bring it up here is Cutlip from the top of the block, and it's a foul that's going to be called here on Almodovar. That's going to be his 2nd personal. It was a shooting foul, so 2 shots coming.
Yeah, Cutlip, this is his junior year at the University of Pikeville, a prolific scorer in high school, a local kid here in Kingsport, Tennessee. His role changed when he went to the University of Pikeville. His first season, more of a role player, defensive player, coming off the bench. The role started to grow a little bit more last year than this year. His offensive game has caught up to his defensive game. This year averaging almost 10 points per ball game.
I just wanted to look over it. It looks like Chad Lacrosse having a long conversation here with the official.
I think he was asking about the contact on the shot. Connor Lane, another local product, Gate City, Virginia product. The sophomore will check in for the Bears, and Cutlip will check out.
It's going to be brought up here by Robert Fry. Gives it over to Burke. Burke will get holstered and then kick out to Hood. Hood fakes the shot, goes up, tries to post a man, and it's off the mark, but he draws the foul.
Great job ball reversal by the Cougars. They will they reverse the basketball and they will attack. They don't settle for the 3-point shot. And we've seen it a couple of times where they attack the rim or attack the backboard. Just a lot of pressure on the defense. Damari Hood, the freshman from Muncie, Indiana, missed the first one. Product of Delta High School. Seen a lot of freshmen on the floor the last couple of days for these programs. Warwick's bring the basketball up for the Bears.
They'll walk, move around, trying to use the perimeter, kick back over, Best with it. Best for 3 off the mark. Rebound put back up by Bunch, and that's exactly why he's down low, the 6'6" junior.
He's a strong post player, does a good job on the backboard. He can step out and shoot the 3 as well. Full zone defense coming for the Bears. Now going to transition the man.
17-15, just a 2-point lead. Lead had gotten up to 6 for St. Francis, but Pikeville has done a good job of chipping away at it. Now a chance to tie it or take the lead. 12 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Pull up 3 off the back of the rim and out. Stays with the Bears, and they're able to reset with 20 seconds on that shot clock. Bunch will dribble drive. ISO here on the far side. Goes down to the block. Fade away, jumper, good.
Yeah, Bradley Bunch is one of those old school players, very, very broad in the shoulders, who use his body to create a shot.
USF running the offense here. Fry goes up. Fry is going to try and bounce one over. It's going to hit off the side of the rim and fall out. Here's Bunch again for 3. That one rolls off the side and comes down with a Cougar who will slowly bring it up. That's Zane Burke. Into the corner. Drive here by Hood. Hood puts on a spin move and was a little confused on where he was going to go with it. Here's a chance for Pikeville to take a lead. They had a lead, but it was all the way back within the first minute. 3 ball off the front of the rim, given up by DeMar Hood. He has to pick it up, finds it, thought he had an open 3, gets it back, goes into the basket and drops it in. Foul called, it's gonna be an and 1.
Nice job there, Damari Hood. He got the basketball on the corner. It got all the way to the bucket. Nobody slid over in front of him to stop. Finished it at the rim. Connor Langham, we called for the push. Hood have an opportunity to complete a three-point play. Something for the Bears so far this year are looking for that bench production too, Matt. They yet to find that consistency. Somebody come off the bench to provide some offensive production where you give those starters a few minutes on the blow on the bench where you can catch a breath. Coach Compton still looking for that combination.
The and one will miss. It will come out with Warts. Over to the far corner. This is L.A. Walker. Knocked away. It's going to stay with U Pike here. Down low, but they only have 3 seconds left on the shot clock here, Gary.
Yeah, the ball is getting very stagnant on this end of the floor right now. A lot of dribbles, not a lot of passing.
Have to take the shot. Bunch gets it, pulls up. It's a fadeaway three, and it's good! What a shot from Bradley Bunch. He leads his team with 11.
He's got 11. He's the first player in double figures for either team.
2019 lead in favor of Pikeville now on a last-second three that was just to beat the shot clock. Here's a three to answer. That one's in and out. Came off of the fingertips of Robert Fry. And Bunch is going to get it back again. You know, when the hot hand is hot, you feed it. Back over, crossover by Warts, gives it back to Bunch. Bunch doesn't want it. Three ball. A little bit too much on it from Cutlet.
All gray shirts under the backboard, no black jerseys for an offensive rebound.
Burke is going to drive here. Has a little bit of a mismatch, if you want to call it that, and he takes advantage of it. Burke kisses it off the glass and in, 21-20.
The senior knew what to do with the hot advantage there. Get to the post, score the basket.
It's on the floor. See where they award this. They're going to say that it's going to stay with Pikeville.
You have Jalen Rigdon, the freshman from Pikeville High School or Pike Central High School in Pikeville, Kentucky, will check in, replacing Warwick, and then you have Cade Looney turning the lineup, replacing Bradley Bunch.
8:53 left to go here in this first half of play. 21-20 is our score. Down low, foul will be called on Wood.
So far, the Cougars playing very efficient on the offensive end. 8 of 15 from floor, 53%, 1 of 4 from deep, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Bears are 8 of 19, 42%.
Three ball here. Good. Keon Cutlet fires from three.
He definitely is. His games went to the next level here offensively for the Bears. Well needed also.
On the side, rebound's going to come out. Miss for USF. U Pike will go drive. It's up in the air. Wood had it for a moment, then it's knocked back to L.A. Walker. He's fouled and one.
We talked about him getting started earlier. That's something the Bears really needed. And he's coming to play here early for the Bears. Give him 5, had an opportunity to make it 6.
L.A. Walker trying to complete the three-point play here with 8:25 left to go in the first half. Back and forth we go with these two teams who are trying to get into that top 25.
I'll tell you, both these teams are very talented teams, very on the offensive end. They'll make you pay if you relax any whatsoever. However, I've noticed on beginning the Bears on the offensive end, it's a little bit more stagnant on the offensive end. The Cougars become a little stagnant as well. See, the ball reversal starts to pick up for both teams.
And one misses. USF will bring it up here. Three ball from Burke. I thought he had it. It was going back. It had a little bit of mustard on it. Quick and drive. Down low with Looney. He's going to go. Spin move. Goes with the right hook. It's in.
This has been a good start for Cade Looney. Give him 6 points. Used that right-hand hook a couple of times already here in the first half.
6-point lead for U Pike. Cougars can't find an answer on the defensive side of the ball, but offensively they have been good. Deep three, hits off the side of the glass, didn't even get rim. That's a poor shot selection early with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. USF has to find better. Answer coming. That one's off the side. Picked up by Malone, and now a chance to reset here. Still down by 6 is USF. They're going to drive. Foul, no basket. It's going to be on the floor. Shot was not going up from Brendan Northern, so it will just be a quick foul.
We'll get on Jalen Rigdon on the hack. I'm looking at the conversation with the official and Coach Todd comes from UPike about the coach's box. Interesting conversation there. Coach Compton, which line can I stand the side of? With the 16th foul caught on the Bears. Isaiah Malone hasn't had a touch in the while here for the Cougars. Look for them to go inside the 32.
Using the wing right now. Almodóvar, who had 2 early fouls, back on the floor.
He's posting hard to give it to him.
They go to him, but he quickly gets out of it. Wants the pick and roll, has it. They couldn't get it to him, but it's an open 3 for Almodóvar, and it's just off the mark. But there's the big man to get the rebound. That was Carson Rogers. That post position is open if they can get it to Malone, and that's going to be no shot. Foul is going to be called. It was on Keon Cutlip, a second. It was on the floor, but it is also the foul that puts USF into the bonus, so 1-and-1's here.
So Cutlip will check out with the foul trouble.
Inbound play. And then a nice lay in there for Rogers. That was the 7th foul, so it should have put him in the bonus, but I guess it was the 6th foul. The board lit up for bonus.
Yes.
That's what I was looking at. Full timeout, though, is going to be taken here by St. Francis. That will give us a chance to catch our breath. 27-23 is the score here. You're watching SCSN. It's the show presented by Visit Kingsport. Welcome back here on SCSN. We're in Kingsport, Tennessee at the Meadowview Conference and Event Center and also hotel. Very gracious hospitality here in Kingsport. We have a good game between Pikeville and St. Francis. 27-23 in favor of Pikeville. Gary Justice, Matt Kibbe with you here on SCSN. And Gary, so far so good for both of these teams. Pikeville right now with the early advantage. Back
and forth basketball a little bit. There's something here just again having a little bit more knowledge of the team in orange and black, the UPike Bears. First half on Tuesday night, they went 1 of 18 in the first half from 3. So far today, they're 2 of 13. I know Coach Compton wants to shoot a lot of three-point shots with the roster he has, but when the basketball is not falling, you're only shooting 15%. Maybe we'll look at something on the inside there. For the Cougars, 9 of 20 from floor, 45%. Got a couple of guys already got a couple of threes as well.
L.A. Walker with it. Leaves it back over for Warwick. So he's back on the floor after checking out a moment ago. Bradley Bunch, who has a team-high 11. He's looking to drive at the elbow. Into the lane with the left. Has to go up with the right. It falls out of the rim. It was a great shot contested and just didn't fall.
Yeah, Malone definitely, he's going to affect a lot of shots and give him grab a lot of rebounds.
Shot fake from Northern, then he pulls up instead. It's still up. It went over the basket. This is going to be out, and it will be given back to Pikeville here.
I would be surprised if you don't start seeing a little screen action up top with Isaiah Malone. Try to get a little two-man game or make the Bears make a decision on a defensive rotation because 32 and Gray can get to the rim, offensive rebound or defensive rebound.
27-23 is our score. St. Francis is 1 for their last 6 offensively. That 3 is good from Bradley Bunch, and it stops a scoreless streak for the past 2 minutes for UPike.
both these teams have really dug their heels in defensively. There's Malone.
That's what we were saying. It went out. It's going to stay down low. Foul was actually called here. We kept saying that they can get it down to Malone in the post, and that's what happened. Draws the fouls, going to the line for 2.
It's the paint touches. Just kind of get that defense to rotate this way, because they rotate down to the post. That was going to free up a couple of shooters. And the Cougars have a lot of great shooters they can find with open looks.
Foul was on the floor, so 1-and-1s here for Malone. That's good. He'll get a second one, and that's a reward for making your free throws.
Joe Reedy will check in, the 6'7" junior from New Haven, Indiana, a Woodland High School product.
Makes his second. 5-point game. U-Pike in front. Cut down to Bunch. Bunch gets denied by Malone. He was going up, and out of nowhere came the 6'8" Malone.
That's the reason why you got to give him touches on the offensive end. Keep him in the ball game a little bit, because he can do that type of thing on the defensive end.
Back down low. That one's almost knocked away by Northern. Warwicks is going to drive here. And then a little confusion on the pass from Warwicks is going to be given back. It was off the hand of L.A. Walker.
Now, Warwicks does a good job of beating his defender off the dribble a lot of different times. As a shooter, you got to be ready to catch the basketball, because he is a pass-first guard. You have to be ready.
Burt gives it to Malone, who's way out, looking for a pick-and-roll opportunity. Now he's down low in the post. Problem is he's going against Cade Looney, who's equally matched in height. There's the move and stepped out. No, it's going to be a blocking foul on Warwicks.
Try to cut off the baseline, maybe a tad late. Maybe Warwicks will be his second foul here in the first half.
Having a conversation with the official as well to make sure he knows what he did wrong, and it was just he got there a little late, it looked like. Almodovar is going to be the one taking the 1-and-1 here, because the foul was on the floor.
2 of 2 from the line already.
That's good. He'll get a second.
Has a smooth stroke.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. Like the ball doesn't even touch the rim. It's just basically just straight swish.
Goes through his routine. One dribble. That one's good. Doesn't touch the rim again.
It's going to allow Robert Fry to check back in. Almodovar will check out. So Bradley Bunch has 14. The Bears have 30. I'll find some more offensive production from other folks.
Just a 3-point game here. Under 5 to go in this first half. Bunch brings it around. Goes back out here with Best. Best underhand basket toss over to Riggin. And now it's down low here with Looney. Looney has a cut, can't get to it, kept in here just for the moment. Now L.A. Walker has it after a nice save on the baseline. Shot clock was off, and it's good! L.A. Walker, yeah!
He could be the other guy for the Bears who can really help carry them offensively. Good to see him have a bucket go down.
Northern with it. That's the second time U-Pike has gotten a 3 right before the end of the shot clock. An answer there on the other end by Joe Reedy.
Nice job of Reedy using his body in the post and finishing off the glass.
Another kick out, Bunch with it, step over from the left. That one is nothing but net. Bradley Bunch.
Bunch, a very talented player for the Bears.
Malone from 3, the big man off the mark, and it's gonna stay with USF. It was off of Bunch down low. Malone not known for his 3-point shooting, but when you have a wide open look like that, I don't think anybody wants to pass that one up.
That's when your eyes get really, really big, right? He's like, oh my goodness, I'm in the buffet.
It's every big man's dream, right? Every post player sees an open 3, you're gonna take it.
He didn't hesitate
either.
He
went right for it.
I like it.
Burke is gonna try and drive. It's gonna be tied up. This is gonna be a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it back to U-Pike.
Nice job of Tyler Best, the the junior transfer from Wilson State. Come in and used his hands. Get the tie, Bears up by 7. They can extend this. This is their largest lead here. See if they can extend it.
Again with it, gives it back to Looney. Kept it there for Jalen. Now it's back with Bunch. Bradley gonna walk to the left. 3 ball again here off the side and out. Rebound goes to USF. Helmet over. Drives, gets fouled. He'll head to the line.
Best try to set up, take that charge. Is inside that restricted zone. That's what caused the blocking violation. Almodovar does a nice job of getting to the rim as he doesn't mind the contact. Playing from this left side really quick. He's looking to finish now. This will be free throws 5 and 6 here in the first half. He's 4-4 so far.
That one misses, but he's got a second.
David Robinson, the junior from Chicago, Illinois, will check in for the Bears, replacing Tyler Best. Keelan Warwick's in foul trouble here in the first half. Got 2 starters for the Bears in foul trouble. Warwick's got 2 and Culp's got 2. That's the best second foul as well.
Second one goes in, makes it a 6-point game.
Again, another national tournament feel here.
Right.
It truly is.
Pacing each other. USF just staying around, and there's a shock for David Robinson, who wasn't really expecting the ball and got it. And then a reach-in foul is going to be called on Brendan Northern.
It's his 3rd here in the first half. Fry quickly off the bench, and he'll replace Northern. Send L.A. Walker to the line. He's 1 of 3 on the afternoon. Team high 17 minutes on the floor so far. Hasn't come off.
He's been everything you could ask for in a junior. Makes the first. Back to a 7-point lead. The chance to make it 8. It would be the largest if he's able to make this.
The game averaging 16 points per ball game. Just a click under 80% from the free throw line.
Second one's good. Largest lead of the game. 8 points, 38-30 in favor of U Pike here. The Bears have done everything right on the defensive side and the offensive side.
I like to see the Cougars get more paint touches here, Matt. Their offense has run much better when they get a paint touch here, whether it be a drive or a pass. Get the basketball in the paint, see what happens.
Malone is trying to make that pick and roll work. He has leverage. They just can't get it down to him. There's too much in the way. Too much traffic. Almodovar is going to drive. Fadeaway jumper off the front of the rim, and all black jerseys to grab the rebound.
The basketball only went inside of the three-point line on the shot only. Too much passing outside. Get that thing in the paint.
Baseline drive for L.A. Walker, and there's going to be a foul.
This version of L.A. Walker for the Bears is what they need to see the rest of the year. Be aggressive, going to the goal. Take the pressure off Bradley Bunch trying to score every single time down the floor. See if you can attack and see make the defense make a play for you.
Joe Reedy was the one who got charged with the foul there. 2 shots here for L.A. Walker. First one good.
The Cougars very balanced offensively. They got scored 30 points so far. They've had 8 different people already score points. Very talented team. Like to get the ball reversal. Look at that basketball.
As opposed to U Pike, who's only had 4 scorers. This is L.A. Walker, who has 11 now. Make it 12. 40 points spread across those 4 different scores, with Bradley Bunch and L.A. Walker being the ones to kind of carry the load right now. 30-second timeout's going to be taken by U Pike here. A 10-point lead now for U Pike, courtesy of L.A. Walker at the charity stripe. We'll stay right here on SESN.
So for the Cougars, Almodovar is leading the way with 9 points, 5 of 6 in the free throw line. Malone got 6 points, 6 rebounds here early. Then Burke has 5. For the Bears, Bunch leading the way with 17. Walker has 12. Looney with 6, Cutler with 5. Cougars 10 of 23 from the floor, 43%, 1 of 8 from deep. Bears 14 to 29, 48% from the floor, 5 of 17 from the deep, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Both teams have 16 rebounds. Points in the paint, the Bears have 14, the Cougars with 12 so far.
Watching this game on SESN. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live and are copyright material. Today's game will be archived inside of the app or platform where you're viewing it and will be available for replay. This is a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in. Gary Justice, Matt Kibbe with you. John is our producer. Sarah is our new camera op here for this game. The rotation of people coming through, and all of them have done a fantastic job.
I must say, Sarah was on court A yesterday, and they said that was the best camera work they've ever seen.
She has a standard to hold up here. We've been paying attention. We're judging here on what court gets better coverage. Malone down low, off the front of the rim, but that's the type of play you want to make.
I agree 110% with you. Even on the miss, give that young man a touch there and start cutting off of him and get some easy buckets.
Yes, he's a sophomore, but he plays like a little bit older, more experienced vet, and you just got to trust him down low.
Well, when you're 6'8" and athletic, it helps out too.
He's been paired up with Bradley Bunch, which is a tough matchup for Malone, and he's done fairly well, but Bunch does have a lot of points. 17 to be exact. Now the Malone way out from his block area that he's so used to being. Now they're finally able to get the switch. Screen there, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Reverse lay-in, good. Jalen Rigdon.
He's a local product, a freshman as well. His game is starting to tick up ever so slightly for the freshman too, playing a little bit more confident.
St. Francis has been scoreless the last 2 minutes. It's going to continue that way without these makes going back in. There's the foul, and it still falls on the outside of the rim.
Had a lot of people jumping after basketball, nobody boxing out here. That's a key as far as a rebounder. You got to get your butt on somebody on the offensive end and the defensive end.
Cade Looney got charged with the foul. There was a warning to the bench area, so that's something to keep an eye on. The bench warnings turn into a tech on the coach, but it was just a warning here for you, Pike.
Well, the play was in front of the bench there, and they were all standing up and cheering as well. That's one of those things you have to remain seated. It's a rule, and they tell everybody's going to sit down beside the head coach.
42-32, both free throws good for Joe Reedy.
And Carson Rogers will return for the Cougars. He'll replace Amador.
Under a minute to go. Baseline drive. L.A. Walker with it. 10-point lead for the Bears. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Walker, jumper, gets blocked. It's on the other way. 5 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They'll take their time here. Robert Fry all the way back in front of the scorer's table, right in front of his coach, Chad Lacrosse. Lacrosse calling for the offense here. See where they want to go with it. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. That's the clock they have to pay attention to here. Fry will go. Goes up, contested, makes it. Good move there. Pike will get the last shot. Pike brings it up, gives it to L.A. Walker. 5 seconds left to go in the quarter. That one's tied up, and that's going to be a call to jump ball. Maybe a little bit of an early whistle for that jump ball, but that's going to be a given back to USF.
Well, Joe Reedy did a nice job there. L.A. Walker tried to cross in front of him. Reedy, nice defensive position, good strong hands to do the tie-up. Now give the Cougars an opportunity to get 2 buckets here before the end of the half. Robert Fry with a strong finish here. Nice job down here by Fry. Joe Reedy.
4 seconds, a lot longer than you might think. You should be able to at least get it to the half court. They do. It's all the way over with Amador. He's going to have to pull up from deep. This is a foul, and there is going to be a shot from the foul or from the charity stripe. 3 shots here with 0.1 seconds left.
Coach Confidence wanted to say that he thought he may have kicked his foot out. The official said no, he didn't. He got hit on the shot. So it's 3 shots here. It's going to be big. An 8-point lead. Fry with the finish here. Reedy with the tie-up. Now the 3-point shot on 3-point. The foul on the 3-point shot.
First one good. Still has 2 more. He pulled up from way deep as well. It probably had another dribble to get a little bit closer, but elected to take the shot, and it paid off. Drew the foul.
I think he saw his spacing there where he had a shot. He knows his range. Take it while you can.
Second one good.
So it could be a 5-0 run here to close out the half for the Cougars.
And it is. 0.1 seconds left. Not much you can do with it. Clock will run out. 42-37 is our score at the half. U-Pike is in front.
Got a good first half here. Balanced scoring for the Cougars in that first half. The Bears have kind of rode Bradley Bunch and L.A. Walker. It could be a fun second half.
And we'll have all the action for you here on SESN. You're going to want to stay with us. U-Pike in front of St. Francis in this battle for top 25 prestige. We'll be right back here on SESN.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach,
culinary arts, auditor, a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
favorite Southeast teams in action, we've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
The most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete,
Just about done with halftime here in Kingsport, Tennessee at the show. It's the St. Francis Cougars taking on the U-Pike Bears, both teams in the receiving votes category of the most recent top 25, and this game has shown clearly that they both deserve that. 42-37 is our score here in Conference Room B. That's Gary Justice. I'm Matt Kibbe. It's been a pleasure to bring this along for you all weekend long, and we have plenty more of action to go. But Gary, this game has been really fun, but U-Pike is in front 42-37.
Well, those up 42-30, right? And then St. Francis said, hey, not so fast. They go a little 7-0 run to finish things off that first half to close that gap from 12 down to 7. Very balanced offensive attack for St. Francis in that first half. 8 players scored on the other side for the Bears. 5 players scored. They're 42. So look to have a little bit more versatility here for the Bears in the second half. Get a few more people in the scoring column. Looking for Cade Looney to get going a little more in the second half. 44 in black.
Down low, looking for Bunch. Bunch is going to go up. That's going to be the first make here in this second half, and it's the first make in their last 4 attempts.
Tough player on the inside. He's shown the outside presence as well, but he's very strong underneath the basket.
On the outside, USF getting ready to go. St. Francis with Burke. Burke goes over to the corner. 3 ball is in. That was Luke Almador who made a nice play.
You know, he ended up getting that 3-point shot there after the buzzer. Made a couple of those free throws. He comes out in the first shot in the second half and drills a 3.
Now it's just a 4-point game. Don't look now. USF climbing back in. L.A. Walker for 3, just off the mark.
Be anxious to see the halftime adjustments by both coaches to see what happens. 2
really good coaches, both with some tenure at their respective schools. That one just missed off of the right hand of Brendan Northern. You think about Chad Lacrosse, he's in his 15th season at the helm with USF. There's a move by L.A. Walker. It was swatted away, but foul's going to be called on Brendan Northern. That's his 4th. On the other side, Ty Compton.
Yeah, he's been here a long time he's been a part of the program a long time. This is year 5 for him being the head man a part of the program. But he's been a part of the program since 2010 in some sort of manner. So he's came up and he's been a part of some very successful teams, including the 2011 NAIA National Championship.
You mentioned started as a student. He's a graduate of U-Pike in 2011,
yes,
but started as a student assistant in 09.
The student assistant, so he and his wife both graduated University of Pikeville, both alums, be a big part of the program. Always good to have somebody come up through that organization. I already have that the pride of the orange and black already.
Walker misses.
I like to see Walker get aggressive on the offensive end and draw that foul, even though he made 1 or 2. Glad to see that. I like to see Isaiah Malone get a paint touch in there as well.
He's down there trying to battle for position in the post. Back over to Burke. Burke for 3. Burke is off the mark. It hits off the back of the rim and goes out. We'll see if the last touch was USF, so it will go back to U-Pike with a 5-point lead and 18:21 left.
Again, for maybe folks who are just now tuning in, it seems like when St. Francis gets a paint touch here, it opens up some shooters. The offense is much more efficient versus just one-on-one offense.
Extra shove. It was back behind the play. Foul is going to be called on Isaiah Malone.
Nice job by the officials to get a very physical game here as Malone and Bunch been battling most of the game here, guarding each other.
Malone immediately said, "My bad," trying to deal with it. It was Chad Looney they were going at it. Now both officials having a conversation. Interference is the call, which is the right call. It was on the backside of the play, away from it. The officials are still going to gather and figure out what the call is. Remember, no flagrant fouls here in NAIA.
So the officials will get together and discuss.
The only thing that could happen is you could call a tech here. That would award shots. Maybe the conversation is if you're going to give a foul to the other side as well.
They pointed at U-Pike's bench. There's a quick discussion with St. Francis coach. Flagrant 2.
So they're giving him a tech.
Tech, yeah.
And that means that Bradley Bunch is going to get to take free throws here.
Yeah, I don't think that's not an option, right? It's not a choice. Like any other technical, if it's on the coach, you can choose anybody to shoot.
And that actually ends up kicking Malone out of the game as well, which is a big loss here.
Because we thought that when the offense ran the best for them when he got a paint touch. So the sub who just checked in, Hood just checked back in for.
He'll have to be the one to use his height here.
Yeah, as both coaches come together and shook hands, and everybody is good to go now.
Back in here, settling in, 47-40. One rolled out, and the foul was called offensively on Looney.
Yeah, Looney will have an opportunity here. He'll have a little bit of height as Looney being the 6'8" graduate student from Grundy. You have an opportunity to have a little bit more size advantage here. Look for the team in orange and black, maybe go 44, some paint touches. Try to find that third scorer to go along with Bradley Bunch and L.A. Walker today. That's Joe Reedy who checked in for Malone.
One's off the mark. L.A. Walker's going to get there, but he's going to go out a little bit too far.
Both of these teams are really starting to battle on the backboard. Every time a shot goes up, there are 3 to 4 guys going after the basketball. And we go back to that national tournament feel. The physicality is starting to increase a little bit. Each possession is being valued even more.
There's a good move by Looney. And another foul is going to be called on Looney. He's got the armbar wrapped. That's his third.
Yeah, Looney got off to a good start. Had 6 early points in that first half, and then St. Francis did a nice job, defensive adjustments, and kind of kept the basketball out of his hands. And now with those 3 fouls, he'll be sitting on the bench for a little bit. Tyler Best will check in and replace Looney. So both starting centers are out of the game at the moment.
Is there another off-ball foul? There is. It's going to be on Tyler Best as we settle back in here.
It's 3 fouls against both teams here early in the second half as the officials are want to calm things down themselves. Clean play up.
Burke brings it back. Cutting Fry. There's the voice loss for a moment. And L.A. Walker gets the rebound. Gives it to Warwick. His shot good from 3. It is back to a 10-point lead.
Warwick has that ability from the outside, has a good look at outside shot, but he's such a pass-first guard. He doesn't take many shots per game. The Bears needed that one.
Back to the middle. Burke got poked. Foul is going to be on Tyler Best again. That's going to be his 4th.
Yeah, the depth of the Bears roster is going to be tested here. That's Tyler Best's 4th foul, who just checked in for Cade Looney, who has 3 fouls. Zane Burke did a nice job using his body to create that position down low to draw the foul.
First shot good.
Carson Rogers, the freshman from Kokomo, is going to check back in for the Cougars to replace Fry.
And we saw IU Kokomo in the first game today.
Excellent game with Campbellsville.
We've had a lot of good games. Even the Northwestern Bluefield game was good because you had a lot of things to look at and adjust for. It was a little bit of a blowout, but
you saw some younger players from Bluefield, got an extended run on the floor.
A lot of positives to take from either team, even looking past the score. And then we had an absolute barn burner between Ave Marie and
the
Patriots of Cumberland. Nice move there by Warwick, and he's an easy lay-in. Back up to Burke, 10-point game.
Yeah, Warks is a streaky offensive player there. They got to ride him as long as they can.
Roberts goes up. That's Carson Roberts trying to get the rebound. He's going to have to replace the efficiency of Malone down low, and we're going to have a tie-up back on the other side.
Yeah, that's a good call by the official there. The thing got tangled up there. Then Keegan kind of stuck the leg out, ended up tripping.
Kind of, in a way here, you kind of set a precedent on the other side. So you're probably going to have to see another tech and flagrant here, right?
This is a situation here where you have to pay attention to how the game is being called now. You had the ejection here. You've had a lot of whistles since then, Matt. So the officials come out and saying, hey, guys, we're paying attention here. You're going to knock it off.
Now, we're going to wait for the...
So, this one's sent Hood to the line.
Hood was the one that was fouled here. So technical foul on Warwick's. That's his first. He'll still have one more to give because it wasn't of the higher degree.
Does it count as a personal?
It should. Second one's good, and USF gets the ball.
Now, the key there, too, it stopped a fast break for UPike.
Right.
Because the Bears had the basketball. Now you got the 2 free throws. Now it's one of those things, guys going to adjust to the officiating. You had the ejection here, the flake here. Now the guys are going to stop yapping. You got to play basketball. Both teams here, they're playing very physical basketball, but now you got to clean things up.
The leash is very short for both of these teams now.
Well said.
8-point game. USF step back, long 2 off the side of the basket and out, but the rebound comes right back down, and there's going to be a foul down low. This one is on.
We'll call him Cutlip.
Cutlip, yep, third personal.
So now you'll have Cutlip with 3, Looney with 3, and Warks with 3. So you got 3 starters and 3 fouls for the Bears.
St. Francis is going to take a timeout here, and we're going to figure some stuff out. In the meantime, this is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here on SESN. 52-44 is our score. Been a busy day here at the show. 7 games on each floor, so 14 games total today. We'll have the women in the nightcap. They got the day off. They could celebrate and go enjoy Kingsport for all it has to offer.
There's something here real quick as far as this game here, of looking at the assist category. We've talked about how sometimes the basketball become very stagnant on both ends. A lot of these teams as well. The UPike Bears have 18 field goals, 3 assists.
Yep.
The ball is a lot of one-on-one action for the Bears, and then 12 field goals for the Cougars. They have 5 assists, 4 turnovers for the Cougars, 2 for the Bears. It's a situation here. At one time, the Bears got up to a 12-point lead. The Cougars come back at the end of the first half here, early in the second half. Again, another national tournament feel here. Every possession is so important. A lot of physicality, a lot of emotion on the floor right now.
We've been tied twice. The lead has changed twice. And it's down to 6 here after Zane Burke lays one in.
Yeah, Burke does a nice job on the post, uses his body to create, get an open look and use off the glass. Use the height advantage he over Warwick.
Warwick gave it to Walker. Walker looks to drive. He's directing traffic here. Back out with Bunch. Warwick gets it, goes to Bunch again. Quick shot and release, and he's going to get fouled, so 3 shots coming. We've seen a lot of fouls beyond the arc today, too, which is really a rarity.
Yeah, so we already had one of these happen this game, right?
Yes.
It was one of those at the end of the first half here, happening in the second half. Matter of fact, in the last game, it happened on the first possession of this 4-point play. I know that you want to try to close out on shooters, but it's one of those things where you gotta avoid contact as much as possible.
Can't even settle into the game sometimes, and we're getting 4-point plays, 3-point plays, and ones. It's been all over the place. High quality basketball here today. Second one's good.
Put Bunch up to 23 on the afternoon. It's a game high so far.
Here's the last shot. 2 for 2 so far on this 3-point play. Misses the last one. Burke will bring it up. Gets it over. Rogers now back to Burke and the left wing. Rogers is gonna drive, puts on the move, trying to get around and over top. He does. He's gonna get fouled and head to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Rogers, just a freshman, 6'6" from Kokomo, does a nice job of spinning, get to the paint. Wide body young man, stayed under control. Drew the foul from David Robinson.
That's a freshman taking on a junior. Down low.
Well, you look at 21 there. He doesn't look like a freshman.
Not at all.
Like back when I was a freshman, no. Broad shouldered, good looking body.
Misses both. Lead remains 8. Dribble drive. Spin move up and in. That's a nice lay-in by Cutlip.
That's where his offensive game has developed for the Bears throughout his 3 years at the University of Pikeville. He's got the ability to get to the rim and finish.
McNeil, wearing number 0 for St. Thomas, kicks back to Burke. Burke had an open 3, didn't take it. Drives, kick out. McNeil gonna go baseline, has to try and get it back out, uses Rogers for some help. Rogers puts on a spin move, has to go up, trying to draw the foul, it goes in anyway.
He got a little mismatch there when David Robinson guarding him. Did a nice job of being patient offensively, using the up and under to score.
Cutlip smacks the ball. And Bunch is going to go down. 3 defenders around him. He has to kick out. 3 ball is good from the corner. That is Rigdon.
The freshman from Pike Central. Again, the Bears need to start lengthening their bench as much as possible. The freshman trying to earn some more minutes from Ty Compton.
Kick out to Burke. Back to a 9-point game. Up in the air, that is a jump ball.
They'll stay with the Cougars, but here, Matt, that's something. They went 3 straight times to Rogers against Robinson. They wouldn't try to exploit that matchup.
Yeah, they have seen it, and they've gotten to him. Something they were struggling with Malone in the game. Now they're getting it down into that post area, forcing UPike to make a decision.
That's where Jackson Gowdy just checked in for the Cougars, replacing Joe Reedy.
Burke goes up, contested 2, taken and brought back in by Bradley Bunch. Pace will slow for UPike here with 13 minutes left to go. 59-48. 11-point lead for the Bears. Open 3. And it's good for David Robinson.
Nice job, good patience on the offensive end. They got a paint touch there, left Robinson open at the top of the key, through the basketball, not the bottom of the net.
Lead has quietly gotten to 14 points. It's the largest lead for UPike. Deep 3 ball off the front of the rim. Goes to the corner, stays with USF. St. Francis will drive, and this is going to be no shot, foul on the floor. Foul on Bradley Bunch.
I believe it should be a 1-on-1 situation.
Actually, they're going to charge Jalen Rigdon with it. That's his second. And it is 1-on-1s. So 12 minutes left. We're going to have free throws on every foul committed by UPike the rest of the way.
Yeah, that could be big. It's one of those situations. There's already a little bit of foul trouble here. With multiple players have over 3. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 players with at least 3 fouls.
Rigdon drive, goes to the corner, looking for an opening for Bunch. Bunch has it at the top of the key. He's gonna go for it. Kicks back out to Rigdon. Rigdon sees the lane, goes up, tied up and loose. Picked up by USF, they'll drive. On the cruiser for Zane Burke, and he's gonna have it go in and out.
Good looking look. I mean, that's a good look from Zane Burke, a talented player, showing his ability from inside. Also show you a little outside touch.
One of those arcade machines with the laser tracker probably would have counted that.
Exactly
That's how deep in the basket it went before rolling on its way out.
They should at least get 2 points out of
right.
that.
Confusion on the man-to-man leaves an open look for L.A. Walker, and he hits it. 65-48 is our score.
Yeah, 4 and black. You can do it for the Bears this year. They could have a really good season.
Timeout taken by St. Francis with 11:14 left to go here in this second half of play. Checking to see, make sure this is a full timeout. It is, so that means we can step aside and take a break here on the SESN. 65-48 is our score.
Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back here to Kingsport, Tennessee. It's the show. Pikeville taking on St. Francis here in a game that has been a little all over the place. We've seen close game, a close lead, big lead, and right now it's at a 17-point lead for U-Pike, and it has been a tale of two different stories here in terms of shooting.
Yeah, in the second half, 23-11 run for the Bears in the second half, 7 of 10 from the floor. The Cougars 3 of 12. Of those 7 makes in the second half, the Bears have made 4 or 5 from behind the arc.
Pikeville is on a 9-0 run in the last 3 minutes. Back into the middle, trying to use Joe Reedy. Reedy goes up, kisses it off the glass and in. That puts St. Francis at 50.
That's the last 4 possessions for the Cougars. They got inside that paint. They're really trying to attack the middle there. Bears in foul trouble. They were trying to exploit that, get some of the Bears to foul out.
Bunch is going to drive. He's got a bunch of points today and almost had his 25th. Another drive to the basket, no foul call. It's going to stay with USF. That's all that Amador was looking for, was to draw that foul. That's why he drove so hard to the net.
He's played a good game today. He's got 15, thanks to 8 of 10 from the free throw line. So he's been very aggressive getting to the bucket.
Inbound. Hanging on to it is Northern. He's got 4 fouls, and that one's denied. It's going to stay on the baseline, though. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. 10:28 left to go in the second half.
Nice job of Bunch rotating defensively, give Warwick some help down there. They're trying to post key and Warwick as many times as they can to exploit that hot differential.
Inbound to Burke. Burke on the left block, spin move up, and another one. Touch off the glass and in.
Impressive player. He's got 11 points. His physicality inside the post, kind of an undersized post player as well, but he knows how to use his body. He knows how to score when he gets inside.
L.A. Walker again with it. If I'm correct, L.A. Walker has not sat this game, as well as Bradley Bunch.
They've logged a lot of minutes.
They're both at 30, and we just crossed over the 30-minute mark. Bunch had to pick up his dribble, gets it over to Walker. Walker deep 3, Walker off the mark. It just hits off the side of the rim and out. USF gets it back. Need to go on a quick run here. Back into the middle, Joe Reedy gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Nice job there.
That is 5 consecutive possessions for the Cougars attacking the paint. They're down 65-54. They have to be able to get a stop down here. Nice job defensively last possession. See if the Cougars can continue that trend.
Almost right where you want to be. Almost a costly turnover. We haven't seen a whole lot of them. Only 4 turnovers for St. Francis. Deep 3 is good. Oh my. Warwick's from downtown. It's 68-54.
That's the 5th made 3 for the Bears here in the second half, matching their first half total as well. They cleaned this 14-point lead.
It's a full timeout here on SESN, so that means we'll take it with them. 68-54 after the Warwick's 3-pointer. We'll be right back here on SESN. Welcome back here on SESN. It's the U-Pike Bears taking on the St. Francis Cougars. We have a good one here so far, Gary. 68-54 is our score. USF has controlled the last few minutes, but the momentum stopper from that Warwick's three-pointer.
I tell you, they definitely shooting the basketball here in the second half. 5 of 7 from D to 8 of 13 from the floor. Also want to say a big shout out to the Campbell family in Hazard, Kentucky, tuning into the Southeast Sports Network, tuning and watching the good one between the Bears and the Cougars.
Very good one. We've had a lot of great games here in Conference Room B. Floor A has had a bunch of good games as well, but I'm biased to Floor B today.
I tell you what, we'll stack up Floor B to anybody in the country today.
Huge day in sports, the day after Black Friday, Small Business Saturday.
Again, for the 6th consecutive possession, they attack the middle. They see something offensively, they can get a basket anytime they want to, and they continue to go into the well.
Reedy is up to 10 points now.
He's a good-looking player.
That was tipped off of a USF defender, so no over and back is the call.
The Bears got 2 point guards on the floor, Rigdon and Wards.
Tried to get it down to Looney. Now another drive here from Cutlet. Puts on the move, has it on the reverse with the right hand, kept in. Who has it? It's going to be staying with U-Pike, but look at the shot clock. 1 second left on that shot clock.
And also some notes here, L.A. Walker is sitting for the first time today for the Bears. Nice play by Cutler going out of bounds. Throws it off of Reedy out of bounds. They want to reset the shot clock to 20.
Wow, they're going to say that USF had possession of it before it went out. I don't know about that one. But either way, resets it for Bunch, who has 23 points today, and he drives to the basket. Now only 10 seconds left in that shot clock. Pulls up mid-ranger, gets fouled, and Reedy is the one who got the arm a little bit too out in front. So Bunch will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, Bunch is such a load in there, Matt, as far as once he starts using his body, backing you down. What do you do if you run another defender, try to double him? The Bears have shown this afternoon they've hit 10 three-pointers, 5 here in the second half. They got the shooters to make those shots. They went with just a single defender. Bunch was able to draw the foul, get to the free throw line.
Makes the first. He's 4 for 5 now. And 5 for 6. Picked up by Northern. Gives him 25 points. Northern has 4 points, and the quick offensive bucket makes it a 12-point game.
They made 4 of their last 5 there, and they continue to attack that basket. Matt, they found something they like.
Warwicks picks up his dribble, gives it to Bunch, back to Warwicks. Almost pulled up from the same spot he hit that dagger of a 3. Crossover, puts it up, knocked away. Going the other way with the Cougars of St. Francis. Quick breaks, back check coming, and then an easy lay-in. This has been what has worked for this team, is quick drives to the basket and lay it in.
No resistance from the Bears defensively.
28 points in the paint for USF today. And they don't have a lot of resistance for those 28. Warwick's with it. Cut back into the middle, knocked away, Northern with it. Takes it, gets it up. Quick move and another lay-in, easy bucket for Jackson Gowdy. And every player that has played in this game has now scored for USF.
The offense is flowing for the Cougars, and they found something they like, and they've ditched the three-point shot. Let's get to the bucket.
Suddenly, they're on a 6-0 run in the last minute. U-Pike with Bunch, who has 25. He's going to pull up. This is a 3. It's good. Pulls out the shooter on the way back. Back to an 11-point lead.
Quite an answer from Bradley Bunch. He's up to, you're talking about 28 points on the afternoon. Impressive game.
Here's Zane Burke, and a little confusion on the drag. It was help defense coming to double team Burke, who was going to go up. He tried to get it back out to the outside. It was tipped by U-Pike, so it stays with St. Francis.
Yeah, Gowdy was going to go to help Zane Burke on the double team. The helpers will go to the wing. Ball's knocked out of bounds with the Bears.
Northern has a wide open Reedy, and he goes right to him to lay it in.
0 defensive rotation now for the team in black and orange, and they got to get something figured out because it's 73-64. A couple of stops, this game gets even closer.
6:19 left to go here in this second half of play. Full media timeout, so we'll take one with them as well. You're watching U Pike taking on St. Francis here on SESN. Welcome back here on SESN. Visit Kingsport is our presenting sponsor here for the show. It's St. Francis taking on Pikeville. 73-64 is the score, and it is a tale of two styles of play for St. Francis.
Yeah, here in the second half, they've kind of ditched the three-point shot. They're 1 for the last 10 from behind the arc. However, they've been attacking the goal. It's been 7 and 8, and they've all been close-range shots here as well. Then U Pike's been shooting the basketball extremely well. They're 6 of 7 in their last three-point shots as well. So it's one of the things, conflicting styles. St. Francis Cougars said, hey, we can attack the rim and score. We're going to ditch our three-point shot. The Bears say, we're going to live behind the arc on this end. 9-point game, a couple of stops. Either way can really make the difference in this ball game.
Cutlip with it. Almost another turnover there. U Pike has gotten awfully close to turning the ball over, but they're able to make the adjustment and hang on to it. Warwick's kick out, L.A. Walker, corner three. He hits it, and that trend continues.
He's got 19 again. This L.A. Walker makes the Bears an extremely dangerous team in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
Back to 12. Quick drive, going up. That one's denied by Bradley Bunch, but then he's going to get called for the foul as well.
Almendorf does us a good job of getting the rim and drawing the fouls. This will be free throws, 11 and 12 for the left-hander. He's got 17 points on the afternoon and 7 rebounds. So aggressive with the basketball, handles it so well, keeps the defender off, looks to finish at the rim.
Leads his team in scoring. Makes the first. 9 for 11 at the free throw line so far today. He's got a lot of chances and he's made the most of them.
Called cashing in, right?
Right. Hits them both. Back to 9.
This is where I think the Cougars have been doing a really job keeping the Bears out of the paint here. But again, this is the Bears are extremely hot from behind the arc. Let's got to see if the Cougars try to make some type of adjustment defensively to contest the looks.
Warwick's was gonna drive, instead gave it to Bunch. Leads at 10. Sent away for Cutlip. Travel is called. That's a late call and a turnover. You wouldn't expect that with 5:20 left in the game, but just a mental lapse there on that pivot foot.
Well, Burke and Northern check back in. Gowdy and Butler would check out. That's a Fry would check out. My apologies. So we really have Hood, Northern
running the point right now, calling out the defense, looking for some openings. 3 ball here for Amador, and he is good. That's a big 3, cuts the lead down, 76-69.
It just makes those 2 free throws. We talked about it all day long, Matt. You see the ball go through the bucket, your confidence continues to grow.
Under 5 left to go in the contest. 76-69 is our score. Couple of great games so far today, and we continue on. Right hook in. That's Looney who put it in the back of the net.
He has 8 points. That's his first bucket since early in that first half. The Bears will need that top inside scoring as well if they want to try to pull this one off.
30-second timeout taken, so that keeps us here. 4:40 left to go. Back up to a 9-point lead for U Pike, doing everything they can to kind of keep that lead. It feels like St. Francis is inching closer and closer, but right when they do, U Pike turns it on.
It's the old adage of trading 2s for 3s.
Right.
So, you know, the Cougars are getting a lot of buckets going to the basket for the 2s, but then the U Pike Bears, I don't know if the coaching staff for St. Francis is upset about giving up the 3-point shot versus layup, but the Bears are shooting, they're making it a 7 of 9 here in the second half. So that's the old adage of trading 2s for 3s.
Need an inbounder here, so here comes Wood.
4:40 to play, 9-point possession, 9-point lead here for the team in orange and black. Look for the Cougars to continue to attack the basket. They'll take the three-point shot if it's there. The first look's going to be going to the bucket.
Northern gets it down. Reedy trying to go up. He does, is able to get his own rebound, goes right back up and lays it in.
You've liked him all day long. He does such a play. He plays such a great game here for the Cougars.
Reedy's got 14. Back out Warwick's. Top of the key. Kick out. Cutlip with it. Over to L.A. Walker. Walker baseline over to Warwick. He's in three-point land. Had an opening. Fakes the shot. Goes mid-range. Looking for a kick out. Has Walker cutting. Walker goes up. Walker lays it in and one.
I'm telling you, folks, if the Bears keep this version of L.A. Walker extremely tough in the AAC the rest of the season.
Hood is charged with the foul. Chance to get the lead back up to 10 here for L.A. Walker. Misses the mark. Northern gets it. And there's the foul.
I think Jalen Rigdon learned a valuable lesson there. You got somebody like Brandon Northern who's going to get downhill and go to the bucket. You've got to stand in front of, as a defensive player, you got to stop the basketball. And they never to stop him, got all the way to the bucket, threw a couple more fouls, going to free throw lines. This big free throws, 28 and 29 for the Cougars.
That one misses.
The Bears have shot 19 free throws, and Matt, I don't think it's any different whistle. It's been the same whistle on both ends of the floor, just different styles when you're shooting three-point shots on one side and getting to the bucket on the other side. A lot easier to get a foul going to the bucket.
Well, they have 28, now 29 free throws. That one's good, 1 for 2, but that was Brendan Northern's first shots at the line. He goes 1 for 2, and it's back to an 8-point lead. Moving around. U-Pike driving. That one's going to be tipped back in by Bradley Bunch. And he has 30.
Excellent game by the junior from Big Stone Gap.
He needs one more rebound for a double-double. L.A. Walker in transition. It was a 2-on-1. Those are hard to stop for anybody.
That is his best game in the orange and black for L.A. Walker. 23 points, 5 rebounds on today.
Kick out for Burke. Back into the middle, looking for an opening. Deep three from Amador, and falls off the front of the rim. Trying to get a quick shot here with 3 minutes left, and now it will be slowed down by Warts.
Yeah, look for a little two-man action here with Bradley Bunch potentially.
Another move back down, the ball's loose. It almost got tied up in a leg. And now it's off the loose ball, picked up by Warts. Warts was trying to get a quick one. Almost turned it over instead. 5 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Bradley Bunch takes that off the front of the rim. And they're going to call a foul here.
Yeah, Keegan Warts on the hold. This is a good call by the official. As Fry had position and Warts was battling to try to get in front of him to get the offensive rebound. Fry did a nice job of holding his ground, and he'll go to the free throw line, have an opportunity to shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 4th personal, by the way, for Warks. That one's good from Robert Fry. Also, this will be double bonus territory. And second one's off the mark. Bunch gets the rebound.
They missed 9 free throws today. They're down by 11 points.
Another drive for Walker. Contested for a moment, but then had a clean look at the basket.
Got 25 on the afternoon. It's the most aggressive I've seen him all season.
Majority of the scoring has been between Bradley Bunch and L.A. Walker. That three hits off the bat, comes out. Rebound is on the floor. By the way, Bradley Bunch had a rebound. There's a jump ball called. He officially has a double-double today.
10 of 16 from floor, 4 of 7 from deep. He also has 3 assists, a steal, and a block.
Played 37 minutes. L.A. Walker did get a quick break. Bradley Bunch is not.
You see Bunch right now.
He's hovering over.
Well, congratulations. Bradley get to play again at 11 o'clock in the morning.
They'll have IU Kokomo tomorrow.
That'll be another good game tomorrow.
St. Francis, well, you know, you take on UPike today. Here's the number 2 team tomorrow in Georgetown.
Yeah.
Back in the air, another lay-in there by Cutlip. That's a nice basket there, gives him 9 points today.
That's the development of his game. That's where he's got much better on the offensive end, getting to the bucket and finishing at the basket.
Northern with it. Had to pick up his dribble. Needs a cut from Fry. Fry tried to get it back into the middle of the lane, and it's a turnover. 88-73 is our score. They'll let this clock start to run here. Warwick will hang on to it. Looks like USF will hold back on any fouls here. They have fouls to give. One before they go into the bonus does Pikeville. Warwick will step back for a 3. That one off the mark. Kept in by Pikeville, and it's going the other way with USF. Given away to Jackson Gowdy, and he slammed it down.
The senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. Did a nice job of filling the lane on the left side.
A 13-point lead here. No fouls will be happening here. They're going to let this clock run all the way down. There's 15 seconds left on the shot clock. They will take it all the way.
Bears go 31 of 58 from the floor today, 53%. 12 of 28 from deep, 42%.
Warwick is going to pass out, drive here, baseline, back up to Warwick, has to take the shot. It did not hit anything, so it will be a shot clock violation. 17 seconds left to go in the game.
Point production, both teams very consistent. Both halves. The Bears scored 42 in the first and 46 in the second. Cougars scored 37 in the first and 38 in the second.
I want to give a shout out to our crew. Sarah was operating our camera today, did a fabulous job. She's been running all over the place, by the way, fixing floors,
yes,
taking care of everything going on in the event center. So doing a fabulous job with all the hats that you were wearing. John has been producing for us all weekend long, doing great with that. And Gary, we've been having fun as well. This could be our last game here, but we'll see what happens.
Exactly. We don't know. We're going to stay here and we'll see what we're told to do.
Just want to point out, Bradley Bunch will not get a 40-minute game. He is subbed out with 17 seconds left to go. 3 ball here off the side, almost wedged, and this will do it for us in this game.
Coach Conklin said, hey, we got a game at 11 o'clock in the morning. Get to give about 30 seconds rest over here.
Final score, 88-75, as UPike is going to take down St. Francis, and this could arguably, they'll take on IU Kokomo tomorrow, but this could be what launches them in to the top 25.
Well, they have this version of L.A. Walker, number 4 in black. If they get that version of him the rest of the year in the AAC, they're definitely a top 25 school. St. Francis, a very solid program, a lot of talented players on this side as well. I like their adjustment they had in the second half. They started attacking the bucket. They'll have a great season ahead of them as well.
That's going to do it for us here on SESN. This is a broadcast that is copyrighted. Today's game can be archived inside the app or platform where you viewed it, and it will be available for replay. This has been a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network. All right. Pleasure as always.